What's up, guys? Joel Benavides with with BlokSquawk Media and CCSA Trading. That's how we're doing it now. And we are here for another round of BlokSquawk. It is the 13th of December, 5:19 a.m. here in warm and overcast San Antonio, Texas. And let's see, New York time. Had it up just a second ago. It's 6:20 in New York, 6:20 a.m. So it's a little bit later. And we're basically, let me see, about 3 hours away from New York Open. So consider this your pre-market. We decided that we're gonna do two broadcasts during the day. One focused around New York Open, and then the other one focused around Universal Day Open. And that separates it nicely where I'm at, about 12 hours. And so everything kind of works out. Let's take a quick look at the heat map here. This is significantly different from what we were looking at yesterday. This is the 24-hour heat map. And Bitcoin is down 1.38%. Excuse me, it's still a little early. Trading at 3,436 and 61 cents according to coin360.io. And pretty much everything is in the red, guys. EOS, BitShares, and especially Quantum and Bytum are in the green. Quantum is up last 24 hours by 13%. So something's going on with Quantum, guys. And we'll take a look at that in the preceding section. So let's move on over to CoinMarketCap. Well, it's the CoinMarketCap data aggregated by Apogee Crypto. And we're going to blast through the squawk here. I'm not going to go through the whole explanation of what the squawk is and how to listen to it. If you're curious, go back and listen to some of the previous episodes and just search for BlokSquawk on YouTube. Also, I think I have an example there on the Twitch page. So let's jump into it, shall we? First, I want to talk about Universal Time. So it is 11:22 Universal Time. Excuse me, it's super duper early. Okay, gas coming in at 141 by the symbol GAS, trading at 1.72, down 2.13% for the day, down 17.8% on the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 229,790. Electronium ETN in at 62nd, trading at 0.6 cents, down 1.59% on the day, down 4.98% on the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 360,000. Augur REP in at 54th, trading at 6 and 48, down 3.85% for the day, down 15.24% for the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 2.5 million. Bytum BTM in at 52nd, trading at 7.2 cents, up 0.67% for the day, down 9.1% for the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 2 million. Verge XVG in at 47th, trading at 0.5 cents, down 0.45% on the day, down 10.12% on the week. 24-hour traded volume 789,000. Gemini Dollar GUSD in at 46th, trading at $1 even, down just over 3/4 of a point on the day, and up just over half percentage point on the week. 24-hour traded volume on Gemini Dollar, guys, was 1.6 million. Digibyte DGB in at 42nd, trading at 0.8 cents, down 4.56% on the day, down 25.24% on the week. 24-hour traded volume 1.2 million. Icon ICX in at 41st place, trading at 20 cents, down 2.24% on the day, down 13.33% on the week, and 24-hour traded volume on Icon, guys, was 3.9 million. Lisk LSK in at 34th, trading at 1.19 cents. That's down 1.11% on the day, down 11.57% on the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 2.3 million. Ontology ONT in at 33rd by market cap, trading at 52.7 cents. That's down 2.87% of the day, down 17.99%, nearly 18 points on the weekend. 24-hour traded volume was 7.2 million. 0x in at 31st, trading at 29 cents, 29.9 cents. Correction, that's down 3.26% of the day, down 12.28% of the weekend. 24-hour traded volume was 6.6 million. Basic attention BAT in at 30th, trading at 13.7 cents, down 4.19% of the day, down 8.09% on the weekend. 24-hour traded volume was 4.2 million. Moving on to our standout here, guys. Our standout today, this morning, is Quantum by the symbol QTUMN at 29th, trading at $1.88. That's up over 12 percentage points in the last 24 hours, guys. 12.42% on the day, and we're still up 3.21% on the week. Maybe we'll take a look at that in the news aggregator a little bit later. 24-hour traded volume, this is new numbers here, 141 million. VeChain VET in at 25th by market cap, trading at 0.3 cents, down 1.68% on the day, down 19.55% of the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 5.6 million. Tezos XTZ in at 22nd by market cap, trading at 39.9 cents. That's down 4.43% of the day, but up 8.67% on the weekend. 24-hour traded volume on Tezos, guys, was 2.3 million. Standby one. I'm gonna switch up the tunes here. I really don't care for that song. We're gonna have to drop it from the curated playlist. Oh, man, you know what? It's too early for techno. I love techno, and so I use royalty-free techno music in my feed, but at 5:26 a.m. I'm sorry, I prepared another list especially for this, so we're gonna move on and just kind of take it easy this morning with some classical music. How about that? Oh, that's my oh man, that's a good one too. Those of you who are video game fans, that's wood carving Partitia, redone by Tim Stoney from Castlevania's Symphony of the Night. Oh man, that's good stuff. But we're gonna move on to like real classical music for a second. There you go. This will kind of wake us up without being too annoying. Okay, so moving into the top 20 now. Top 20 on the coin market cap and trading data. Dogecoin by the symbol DOGE in at 20th, trading at 0.2 cents. That's down 0.1% on the day, down 3.04% on the weekend. 24-hour traded volume was 17.1 million. Zcash, ZEC in at 19th, trading at 53 and 23. That's down 5.59% of the day, down 19.06% of the weekend. 24-hour traded volume was 101.8 million. Neo by the same symbol in at 18th, trading at 5 and 89, down 4.83% of the day, down 15.57% on the weekend. 24-hour traded volume was 92.2 million. Ethereum Classic ETC in at 17th, trading at 3 and 82, down 1.58% on the day, down 5.83% on the weekend. 24-hour traded volume was 85.7 million. Dash by the same symbol in at 16th, trading at 64 and 36, down 2.63% of the day, down 15.9% of the weekend. 24-hour traded volume 90.9 million. NEM by the symbol XEM in at 15th by market cap, trading at 6.7 cents, down 3.2% of the day, down 9.83% of the weekend. 24-hour traded volume was 8 million. IOTA by the symbol MIOTA in at 14th, trading at 22.6 cents, down 2.34% of the day, down 12.72% of the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 3.1 million. Binance Coin BNB in at 13th, trading at 4 and 85. That's down 4.55% of the day, down 12.97% on the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 14 million. Monero XMR in at 12th, trading at 42.64. That's down 3.9% on the day and down 17.11% on the week. 24-hour traded volume was 10 million. Cardano ADA in at 11th, trading at 3 cents. Down 1.44% of the day, down 11.56% of the week, and 24-hour traded volume on Cardano, guys, was 10.3 million. Moving into the top 10 now, guys. Here, top 10. Sorry about that. Tron TRX in at 10th, trading at 1.3 cents, down 1.21% on the day, down 4.53% on the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 86.2 million. Litecoin LTC in at 9th, trading at 23.94, down 3.27% on the day, down 18% on the week, and 24-hour traded volume on Litecoin, guys, was 352.3 million. Bitcoin SV, BSV, new kid on the block, and at 8th by market cap, trading at 86.5. That's down 4.84% of the day and down 8.62% of the week. 24-hour traded volume was 44.5 million for the newcomer. EOS, by the symbol EOS, in its 6th, trading at 1.93. That's down nearly a full percentage point, 0.98% on the day, and down 11.41% on the week. 24-hour traded volume was 617.8 million. Tether USDT in at 5th, trading at 101. Stellar XLM in at 4th, trading at 11.2 cents. That's down 2.49% of the day, down 16.58% on the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 69.9 million. Moving into the top 3, Ethereum, ETH in at 3rd, trading at 89.40, down 1.85% on the day, down 11.48% of the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 1.5 billion with a B. XRP, by the same symbol from the Ripple company, and it's 2nd by market cap, trading at 30.3 cents. That's 30.3 cents. That's down 1.69% of the day, down 9.97% of the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 320.6 million. And lastly, of course, Bitcoin BTC in at 1st, trading at $3,416 even today, down 1.97% on the day, down 10 points even on the week, and 24-hour traded volume was 3.9 billion. Overall market cap, guys, on Bitcoin was 59.5 billion. Now, total market cap across the space was 108.3 billion, and 24-hour traded volume across the crypto market was 10.7 billion. And Bitcoin dominance today, this morning, down 0.1% at 54.9%. That is going to do it for us, guys, for Apogee Crypto. Let's move on and take a brief look at the news. Stand by with me one. Coinspeaker.com continues with their 12 Days of Coinbase series titled Cryptocurrency is going to be a great democratizing world force. Couldn't agree more. Once you start to sit there and realize the implications of this technology and what's possible with it, you start to kind of realize it. I don't think even like people in these old fogey guys that are in positions of power, I don't think they even realize what's happening. This thing is gonna crop up and sweep the world like a storm, really. It's gonna pull the rug out from so many people in so many industries. And if you kind of want to start having these like little realizations as to how and why, take a serious look at the technology. You do not have to be a genius to understand what's going on here, and it's shocking. 34 minutes ago, from livebitcoinnews.com, why Ethereum co-creator isn't worried about consensus being profitable for a while. Lots of news on consensus over the last week. And they took a hit. Uh, 35 minutes ago, from BTC manager, South Korean blockchain platform Klaton announces partnership with numerous blockchain firms. 41 minutes ago, from YouTube user The Modern Investor, buy the dip, Bitcoin better than gold, Cardano update, IOTA, Omega, and Bitcoin oversold. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday on the chart, guys. Bitcoin is extremely oversold on the daily, for days on the daily chart. It's been oversold, as well as on the hourly, as we were looking at it last night. Significantly oversold, and price is still kind of hanging around that trading range. So seller beware, guys. Seller beware. 51 minutes ago, YouTube user The Moon released a video titled New Pattern, Bitcoin crashed to 3,000. That sounds pretty dramatic. We're already at like 3,300. So, I mean, I think anybody that's been hodling through 2017 has bigger things to worry about than losing, or a $300 slippage in price. Seriously. Guys, I posted a lot of stuff on my Twitter yesterday. You can flip through it. I'm at twitter.com/Joel Benavides. That's twitter.com/JOELBENAVIDEZ. And if you take a look at your screen right now at the top right-hand corner to the left of my video feed, you can see the spelling there. It's at Joel Benavides. That's a Spanish name, guys, but I'm Mexican through and through. Born in the United States, but racially Mexican. And I say racially, not nationally or culturally, because Mexican is a race. It's a mixed race. I'm going off on a political tangent here. Sorry. Anyway. Sometimes people wonder why Mexican Americans go running around carrying the Mexican flag at, like, rallies and games and stuff like that. And it's because that's our race, guys. We're 50% Spaniard, 50% Native American, 50% Aztec. So, but Aztecs in Mexico and Native Americans who don't fall within a certain number of tribes in the United States don't get the same kind of recognition. So I don't know why I just went off on that political rant. I apologize. I'm just poking around Twitter here, guys. Let's see what else is. All right. Time to get real medieval on you. This is like music to listen to when Bitcoin goes to zero and you're like contemplating. I shouldn't say it. Well, it's an explicit podcast. Like when Bitcoin goes to zero and you're like contemplating slitting your wrists. Alright, I should stop messing around, considering we're recording right now. Let's take a look at top crypto traders. on my top crypto traders list and see if there's any standouts. Tony Vase retweeted from Leah Wald. And for the traders, can it get any cleaner than this? It looks like she was posting a video on, it's like the weekly chart on bats. Yeah, but the problem is when it gets super clean like that. When it gets super clean like that, doesn't always go as high as you think. But that is pretty clean. Let's see. Binance is hosting a hackathon in Singapore on the 19th and 20th of January. About a week. For Blockchain Week. Michael Amos. Here's a link to the priming meditation exercise I do each morning. I may need that. Highly recommended trying this at least once. If you have, tell me what you think of it. Good morning Thursday. Back at it. Morning routine. Meditation. Priming exercise. 4-mile run. Shower with a 1-minute cold blast. And get some work in before 7 a.m. I like the 1-minute cold blast, but actually I think, you know who does that? Who has like a pool especially for that is Tony Robbins. He has like a little, I don't know, like 3 foot by 3 foot by, how tall is he? Like 10 feet? 3 by 3 by 10 pool. And it's got cold water, little tiny, long, deep pool, and he goes and he jumps in it every morning. Apparently, that was on the last documentary he had on Netflix. Pretty interesting. I have to try this. This is good stuff right here, and it's simple. It's usually the simple things that work, right? Binance Christmas tree. All right. Well, I said I wasn't gonna do a lot of Twitter yesterday because Twitter ended up getting me in trouble, and just like it's doing right now. So let's take a quick look right here at the Bitcoin chart on BitMEX. I think I'm sufficiently awake now, so let's go back to some normal music. So, just to recap, we zoom out to the daily chart. We were in this bear market all the way up to November, 14th? Yeah. And then we took a sharp dive off. And it's been downhill since then, my friends. We are now approaching like a whole month of brutal downward action. But we're also extremely oversold right now. Volume is dwindling, but it has been on a kind of like oscillation. So maybe we see some upward action. I did, however, notice, moving on into the hourly chart, that it seems to have found some support within this triangle. Pulling out again briefly, we can see that when I dropped anchors on these high and low points on the daily chart, we ended up with this on the hourly. Don't ask me why this line is slightly offset, but I was using the right anchor points on the daily chart, and so I think this is just like an artifact from TradingView, which is where this chart comes from. But aside from that, it's been following these lines very cleanly. And so we broke through several levels of support on the way to this price level, 33.57.5, and I think we may have bottomed out a little bit on the 7th of December, and we've been trending up and down over the last few days. but there does seem to have been some support established right here, some diagonal support, and it's interesting as things with support and resistance and trend channels often do get interesting, because we have several kind of lines and levels converging onto this one point right here. And so we have an upward trend line within a downward pitchfork or trend channel, and depending on how it acts, we may drift out of it on the 14th, which would be tomorrow, or we could break out into one direction. But I'm wondering, because we've seen price action within this pitchfork before, and it seems to follow the line and then bounce off of it. So we may continue trading inside this pitchfork, which would mean that we would be dropping down below 3,200. I haven't established any support lines below 3,200, just because I have my alert set and I'm watching very closely, and I don't have any positions right now. But that's where it is. That's what we're looking at. So you can see this is one possibility right here, this upward trend channel starting on the 7th at about 3,200, and then established somewhat again on the 8th at 1600 UTC, or I'm sorry, 1600 New York time, and then again at 10 a.m. New York time on the 11th, which was a couple days ago, and then again yesterday, or today, this morning. So we have an established upward trend line, support line, and that's coming to a convergence with the upper limits of this pitchfork. That's what I was talking about yesterday during the outro in the podcast. So today and going into tomorrow is likely to be very interesting. It'll be very interesting to see how this plays out. You got any ideas, or you think you know what's going to go down, hit me up on Twitter. My handle is, of course, Joel Benavides. That's JoelBenavigez. I'll save all the pomp and circumstance for the end of the podcast. I just wanted to say that for the YouTube users who don't get that. If you are watching this on Twitch or YouTube, you get additional content when you consume the podcast. And so you can listen to that on anchor.fm/BlokSquawk. Or you can just search for BlokSquawk on YouTube. And then also we're on countless podcast platforms. Yeah, CoinDesk just released a news article, and it came through on the Coinigy aggregator, and it is Bitcoin price consolidates sub 3,500 level with bulls and bears in stalemate. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, we're right here at this choke point, so it's going to be a very interesting day. Very interesting day. And that's going to do it for us. I'm going to get out of here, throw this up on YouTube, and I gotta start thinking about getting the kiddo to school, and I'll be back. I'll be around. Just hit me up, like I said, on Twitter, and we'll continue the conversation there. I'll try to see you guys again tonight for the Universal Day broadcast, which is going to take place at, I believe that's 6 or 7 Central Time. But just point your clocks to Universal Time Coordinated, and you'll know. We'll be here around 2300, a couple hours before the changeover and the new candle forms. So that's going to do it. Good luck trading, and we'll see you a little bit later. Cheers.